Hello, I'm Jacob and you're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Today's video is a Patreon special. This channel is really made possible through Patreon, through the people who invest in this channel, and those people are very important to me and they get a lot more say in what I do. It was brought to my attention through Patreon that although the knife community talks about which folder is best and which lock is best and crazy super steels and this and that and the other, a huge number of sales in the US and around the world are of simple slip joints that men simply slip into their pockets. And it seems like for production slip joints, there's kind of three tiers of quality. There's more than three tiers, but the main quality American manufacturers kind of have three tiers. There's Buck, and then there's Case, and then there's Great Eastern Cutlery. But within the Buck brand, there are actually two tiers as well. These are the Buck Stockmans. One of them is made in America, and one of them is made in China. Now, when I was looking for these knives, it seemed like the website that had both for the best price together was Knife Center. So when I got home from Blade Show after doing nothing but knives for a week, and if you're here for this channel for something other than knives, you're going to have to be a little bit patient because I've got so much knife content. But anyways, all weekend was spent with knives, and I got home to this orange box. Now, one of these is made in China and was $20, and one of them was made in the USA and was $40. And I would like to tell you that the $40 model was 4 times as good. I don't know if I'll be able to. That will have to wait for when we do our performance evaluation. But today is our first impressions, and we're mostly going to look at fit and finish. So these two knives have the same blades. They're the same model, same thickness, same blade length. One of them, this one has the fake wood handle, which is quite nice. One of them has this Zytel polymer handle. All right. And so we're going to look at a few details. To start off, we'll look at the back of the lock bar. The model with the black handle here is flush, smooth, and pretty nice. Whereas on the wood, these lock bars stick up a little bit. Just a little, it's just a noticeable difference. Although I'm not saying an important difference. You look at the scales themselves, obviously they are completely different materials, but when you run your finger across the pins in the wooden scales, they're nice and smooth and flush. The Zytel or fake handle here has a different layout. Instead of having 3 pins on the scales, it has a pin in the bolsters on either side and a pin in the middle. This pin in the middle, it might be hard to see, but it certainly sticks out quite a bit, and I feel like it could catch some stuff. And I feel like the fit and finish on that is not too good. Also, if you look at the logos here, this one, the logo is quite nice. On this one, it really just looks like they slapped a pretty neat logo into some plastic, and it's just not very well done, which is fine. It's not necessarily aesthetically pleasing, but these are workhorse knives. We'll get to the blades in a second. Fit and finish on the blades themselves. On the spine, you can see that the wooden one, the backs of these blades is a little bit wonky. Fit is questionable. On the black-handled Zytel here, the backs of those blades are a lot more crisp, a lot cleaner. This one's certainly wonkier. And when you flip it over for the third blade, it's a bit of the same, although on the black handled knife, although it's still nicer on this one, it's not as nice as it was on the other two. So, you know, at this point, I might not be able to tell you which was which. Let's look at just one of the blades real quick. Oops, I think I just gave it away. Let's see here. Oh, we're doing the third blade. All right, so we're just gonna open one blade for, here, we're gonna do a different blade because this one gives it away. If it has not already been noticed, we'll do the main blade. All right, you'll see that although they are both the Stockman model, this one gave it away anyways. So the cat's out of the bag, guys. The black handled one is the American one. The wood handled one is the Chinese one. Now, my phone's not going to give me as much detail as I would like to have here. And I am doing this on my phone so that I can get an easy upload today because I've got a lot of blade show footage to get up from my GoPro that I need to work on. So I just want this to go up quickly before I start working on my other content. But the nail nicks on the blade are much different, much larger on the Chinese one, but neither looks all that good. And honestly, the grinds on the Chinese one, the primary grind looks a little bit less extreme, but almost nicer finish, except for the grind line is not so crisp as the American ones. That crisp grind line is nicer. The final micro bevel has a finer finish on the Chinese one. You can see the grind lines a lot more in the American one, but the Chinese one has a bit of a rounded tip. Or, you know, really I should say more of a rounded tip than the American model. What this is really going to come down to, since for practical reasons there's not a large difference in fit and finish between these two blades. For practical purposes, the difference between the knives is really going to come down to heat treat quality. This is 420HC made in the USA. This is 420J2 out of China. Is one going to hold an edge significantly longer than the other? Is one going to be significantly easier to sharpen than the other? If you watch this channel, you'll know that I'm heavily biased towards American manufacture. But what this channel is about real, honest reviews. And if I can't really find a difference between the $20 Chinese knives performance and the $40 American knives performance, I will certainly let you know. So that will be the next step of testing. That's all I've got for you today. If you don't mind, also in the description box below, I'm going to have links to my website. That's how the primary way this channel is funded. That's beachandtactical.com. I make rifle slings and other things by hand, all American-made components and all custom-made by me with an incredible amount of camouflage, color, and pattern options. And I do also have an Amazon store that you can check out where I list products that I've reviewed, that I stand behind, and most of which that I still own and use to this day. So those links will be in the description box below. I look forward to carrying these. I will be pocketing them every day, and it will also lead to a video where I talk about lock bars because although I do prefer a locking knife, the marketing behind the different designs and different locking blades and the people who make their decisions solely based off of that marking have become ridiculous. Also, I guess before I go, I'll show you this. I picked this up at Blade Show, if I can do it without spilling my coffee. Georgia Bushcraft I bought. I was given from a very good friend. Thank you, Mike. this Georgia coffee mug from Georgia Bushcraft. It says Bushcraft Coffee Company, and they were selling coffee there that I was drinking. It's phenomenal. So now I'm going to finish my coffee and get this video uploaded. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you would like to see. Let me know if you like this kind of video. And I just look forward to talking to you in the comment section below. I hope that you have a blessed day.